Hey babes, hello, hello, hello. So I'm super sick right now, and I just have to get this off my chest because it's weighing on me very hard for the last 3 days. And yesterday I had no voice. Today I have a little bit of voice, but it's not my voice. um, so I'm furious with this sob here, and I'm gonna explain why I'm so furious. Um, I feel like she is playing victim literally and rubbing it in real victims' faces. Okay. I can speak on fact, okay, because I grew up with a narcissistic mother. I also grew up with my mother being, she had Munchausen syndrome by proxy, and I ended up being the proxy. Same with my two younger sisters growing up. They were the proxies as well, okay? But the difference between me and this SOB is I ran away at 14, okay? I left the house at 14. My soul couldn't take it no more, and I knew everything that was going on in that household was wrong, okay? Deep inside me, I knew it was all wrong. This SOB, as an adult, not a 14-year-old minor, ended up conspiring unaliving her mother instead. And honestly, I feel like she even had a hand in it, but we won't even get to that part. I feel like it's a smack in the face to real victims like me and all these other people around the world that actually have endured this, and we're not actually part of it for Disney trips and new houses. See, I didn't get no Disney trip, okay? I just got the pain from it, okay? I didn't get no new houses and brand deals here and brand deals here and none of that, okay? And my issue right now is that I can prove to you right now, right here, right today, okay? I could prove to you right now that this SOB is a manipulative and conniving SOB, okay? How, Candace, how, you ask? How can I prove this? See, when you're traumatized by things of that sort, Munchausen syndrome by proxy, you are traumatized by the doctors as well. Hence the reason I'm still sick, because I refuse to go to a doctor. They almost killed me more than 4 times in the past 4 years that I've been out here. I've lost about 3.5, maybe 4, I'm not even sure at this point, organs, because they don't listen to me. Okay, but she gets out of jail and goes right for surgery? BS. BS. It's wrong. It's a lie. She's a conniver. She belongs in Hollywood. Stay there. Stay there. A person with trauma from Munchausen syndrome has real trauma. Oh, my voice is going to hate me for this. Oh. Real trauma does not go away. Okay? When you're traumatized by doctors, the first thing you do when you get out of jail is not run to a doctor to get your face changed. Although she needed it. That's not the first thing a traumatized person would do. Okay? And now everybody's praising her. It's a slap in the face to real victims like me. It's a slap in the face. And let me tell you, I swear, I'm trying to keep my composure here. I'm trying to keep my composure because this gets me so riled up inside because I feel like she's playing with real victims' feelings. See, real victims don't get houses and Disney trips. That's not what victims get. Real victims get nothing except for the trauma and the pain. This girl's a Hollywood pawn. She's a pawn, a puppet. Her eyes are evil. There's no soul in there. There's no soul. She's a narcissist. She learned from the best. We are not the same soul. Myself and Gypsy Rose are not the same souls. I'm angry because she's playing in my face. She's playing in our faces and your faces and other people that have traumas through Munchausen syndrome by proxy's faces. And she's gaining it. She's gaining monetary payment from it. while we all still suffering and struggling. She's a murderer. I was 14 years old and I had more common sense to walk away no matter what was in store for me out those doors. Whatever was in store for me out those doors was better than what I was going through and behind those doors. At 14, I had more common sense. My mother's still walking around somewhere. I don't even like calling her my mother. She was my portal to come here to help save people and enlighten people. That's it. She was just a fucking portal. Excuse my language. This right here, this demon gets me riled up. From the day I laid eyes on her, I knew she was a liar. And now I can prove it. Because real victims don't run to a doctor from Munchausen syndrome by proxy. My mother used to make me lie to the doctors and say that this hurt and that hurt, and I couldn't walk on this leg and this and that, and I would have surgery after surgery since 5 years old. And I knew it was wrong that last surgery they did. I knew it was wrong, and I understood that she was telling me to lie, and I left. I didn't become a murderer. But I guess that's what you gotta do if you want to make it in this world today, right? Because bad is good and good is bad now, right? You're disgusting, Gypsy Rose. You make every piece of hair on my body crawl. You're a demon. You're disgusting. I can't stand you. And there should be nobody like you on this planet. Nobody. There should be no room for you on this planet. You're not a victim. You are part of it. And you know it. That's why you're okay taking pictures like this, just like you used to set it up and stage it with your mama. Yeah, I know. I'm so sick of these people. She belongs in Hollywood. Let her rot there. Because who is first will be last. And who is last will be first in the end. I'm crying because it's a smack in the face. It's a smack in the face to real victims. She's not a victim. This was a conspiracy between her and her mother. And she was a spoiled brat. And she didn't get her way. And she kills her mother. I know for a fact she had parts in that. It wasn't just she didn't just conspire. I know she had her hand on that weapon. I see things, Gypsy. And I see you for who you are. And you're a disgusting demon. And I just have to get that out my chest because if nobody understands it, I bet you do now. My job is to open people's eyes and realize we are not in the times that we thought we were. We are not. And this is not a good person. If Hollywood is pushing them, they're not good people. They're pawns. They're puppets. They're distractions. Now I know I'm going to lose my voice again. But you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. And I ain't crying because of my past. I don't care about my past. I put that shit behind me as best as I could. I cry because it's a slap in the face to the real victims. Say something to me, Gypsy. Come here, say something to me. Say something to me. I bet you won't. I see you reaching out to everybody else. I bet you won't, you narcissistic gaslighting. I bet you won't.